Good. So we're gonna go ahead and get started then. And yeah, if anyone else pops in, they can come join us. All right. So we're gonna go through the typical scheme for the workout: warming up, practicing, going through a circuit. We're doing push-ups, rotation planks, elbow ups, single arm overhead presses, and rainbow slams. So if you have your slam ball or a pillow ready to go to annoy your downstairs neighbors. Ready?
I have to get mine, but I'll do it after we do our warm-up.
All right. A pillow works too, I've realized.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll probably do that.
That you don't mind throwing around.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, throw that one around. All right. So as people tune in, I'll get them up to speed. So let's get warmed up. Put mute and pin my video. And then put that on speaker. Uh-oh, what did I do with my pins? Come on, I want to make this look at me, not you guys. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but it's all kinds of weird. Okay, I see what I did there. All right, now I figured out what was going on. So let's get warmed up. We're gonna start with some neck stretches. So this workout can be done completely on the ground for our seated athletes if you choose to. If you want to stay in your chair today, you definitely can stay in your chair. So we're going to start by gently tilting your head left and right, and a gentle stretch on the sides of your neck. Focus on easeful breathing. Good, and then start to extend that side bend to the rest of your body, side bending right and left, sliding your arm down your sides, down the side of your chair, down the side of your leg if you're doing this in standing. Good, easy breathing. All right, and then next we're gonna work some neck rotations, turning your head to the left and to the right. Get that gentle stretch across your neck. Easy breathing. Good, and then start to expand that rotation through the rest of your body. Look past your shoulder, twisting as far as you can each way. Easeful. If you're doing this in standing, you're going to be shifting your weight from one foot to the other. And if you're doing this in sitting, you shift your weight from one hip to the other. Good. And then we're going to start by doing some shoulder rolls. Bringing your shoulders to the front and up towards your ears. Shrugging, and then roll your shoulders to the back, pin the shoulder blades together, and then slide your shoulder blades down your rib cage, rolling back to the front. Up towards your ears, roll back, down, and continue with that circular motion. Make sure you maintain a steady breath. And reverse the shoulder roll. So now we're going to roll our shoulders to the back of the bottom, slide them up your rib cage towards your ears, roll them to the front, and then back down. Pin them to the back, slide up the rib cage towards your ears, and then roll forward and down. All right, and then next we're going to start to incorporate some arm motion. We're going to swing our arms left and right, leaning forward just a little bit. So if you're in a chair, you're hinging forward so your arms clear your knees. If you're standing up, you put a slight bend in your knees and you're shifting your weight side to side, kind of like a golf swing. Working on gradually increasing the amplitude of our body movements. And then next, we're going to take that swing and turn it into a full circle, coming down towards the ground. And then as you're in the bottom, you're just squatting or hinging down. You're reaching up to the left and over, down to the right as you swing your arms in a big circle. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down. You're doing this in standing. Make sure you're squatting down with a flat back. For our seated athletes, make sure that you're hinging down with the flat back as best you can. And then reverse your circle. So now you're coming up and around to the right. So this is counterclockwise, down to the left. Good. Now you're going to bring your arms down the front, out to the sides as you go in this circular motion. Squat down, hinge down as you come down the front. Inhale as you come up the sides. Good. And then let's reverse it. So now you're going to come up the front, down the sides, working on maintaining that flat back as best you can as you hinge or squat down to the ground. Good. And then next we're going to go into a little crouch, get into a squat or a hinge forward, arms in front, and then reach your arms out to the side as far as you can. You're in seated, you're just hinging forward, and then reaching out to the side overhead, extending through those fingers. Good. Couple more. And then jumping jacks. Hopping in place. Arms come up overhead, feet apart and then together. Good. If the hopping doesn't feel good to you, you're simply doing the arm motion. Bring your arms up overhead, quickly back down. Same thing for seated athletes. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split jacks are next. Arms come across horizontally. Feet hop forward and back in a split stance, alternating the front foot. Arms are alternating the top arm as you cross your arms across your body. Good. And then the hopping can be substituted for just standing in place, doing back slappers, or sitting in a chair. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Your heart rate should be elevated. All right. How are we doing? Good. All right. Amy, in case you missed, you're going to need a slam ball today. And then also this entire workout can be done on the ground if you choose to do so. All right. So first thing that we're going to go over in the practice round are push-ups. So let's get to that. So starting from the ground variations, we're going to start in whatever push-up variation works best for you. So we have our full push-up on hands and feet, lowering down, and then press back up. You can go down to your knees, lower down, and then press back up. You can put your hips down on the ground, lower down, and press up. You can also put a bolster underneath you. So here I just have a backpack full of books. And act as my bolster, put it underneath, lower down, and then press up. The higher up the bolster is, the easier this will be. The lower down the bolster is, the harder this will be. All right, so those are the 4 variations for the push-up. If you choose not to go down to the ground for the push-up, you can do the push-ups against a wall or a table, and then pushing up that way. The more vertical you are, the easier this will be. The more horizontal you are, the harder this will be. And the same thing for our seated athletes. If you choose to stay in your chair, you're going to roll up to an elevated surface or a wall, lower down, and press up. If you need more challenge, you need to give yourself a little bit more horizontal. So that's where you can put your hands on your lap, lower down, and then press up. All right, so pick the variation that fits you best. All right, do we have good push-up variations for you guys? All right, good. So next up are the rotation planks. So this is a nice transition if you're already on the ground. From here, you're gonna transition from your push-up to a plank position. We're gonna go on to forearms, and then you can take whatever plank variation fits you best. Again, we have full plank on forearms and feet, and then you're gonna rotate up, reaching your top arms. Right now, I'm reaching my right hand up towards the ceiling, and rotating it back down to the ground. My forearms are parallel to each other, and now I'm gonna alternate sides. I'm gonna balance on my right arm, rotate my left arm up to the ceiling, point it up there, and then bring it back down. Alternating sides, and then we can go from a full plank variation to a kneeling plank variation. Then we can go to a hip plank variation. If you're doing the hip plank, really important that you stay activated through your stance arm the entire time. Do not get lazy as you're doing the planks and let your shoulders sag. You can also do this with a bolster underneath here. Again, the lower down the bolster is, the harder this will be. The higher up it is, the easier it will be as you rotate through. And just like with the push-up, you have the option of doing this in standing against a table or a wall, working that rotation plank. And also, just like before, you can do this in a chair, leaning forward against that elevated surface, rotating up. Or hinge forward, put your elbows on your thighs, and then rotate up. As smooth as you can. All right. Do we find good rotation plank variations for everybody? All right, good. Next up is going to be elbow ups. So if you're on the ground, you're simply just going to flip over onto your back. Legs can be straight. And then from here, we're going to take your elbows, push them down into the ground to create a lift of your head and your chest off the floor. So from here, you're going to push your elbows down to the ground, and then head and torso come off, hold for a breath, and then back down. All right. Key things here, you got to keep your head in neutral. So remember what this feels like where your head is touching the ground. Maintain that position as you lift up. So try to avoid doing a turtleneck, popping your head forward. All right. If the double arm elbow up is a little bit easy for you, you can always try a single arm variation. Maybe coming up on two elbows, and then reach with one arm, put it back down, and then lower down. Make sure you alternate if you're doing that. If you want a little bit more challenge, go up and down purely on one elbow. Alternating sides. These are hard. All right. For our seated athletes, you can do this in a chair. Scoot forward into the chair. Lean back against the backrest or a wall behind you. And from here, you're going to be in a little bit of a soft position. Put your hands by your hips, elbows out. And from here, rotate your elbows inwards, trying to touch them together in the back. And then we'll pop your chest off to a backrest. And then lower down. So squeezing shoulder blades, engaging those muscles between your shoulder blades. Similarly, if you didn't want to get onto the ground and you're a standing athlete, you do something very similar. Coming out here, elbows out, turn the elbows in. All right, so those are our elbow up variations. I'm guessing everyone's doing these on the ground today. All right, I like it. The harder variations. All right, single arm overhead presses. So again, we can do everything on the ground today. So if you've been doing everything on the ground, just sit on up in either a long sit or a cross leg sit. You take your weight, hold it in a front rack position, and then press up. Overhead. If you're a standing athlete, you don't need to do this in sitting. If you choose to, you can. Make sure you keep yourself as upright as possible, especially if you're doing this in sitting. Try to avoid slouching as you do the overhead press. So none of this. This is no bueno. No curling your spine. I want you to be upright as best you can. And then press up. All right, make sure you practice both sides, get a feel for it, make sure you have an appropriate weight for you. All right. Any questions on the single arm overhead press? We good? Good. All right. And then last thing is going to be the rainbow slams. So this is where you need a towel ball. A pillow works well as well, or just a towel. You don't need to wrap it up into a ball necessarily. It just won't bounce quite as nicely. All right, so doing this from the ground. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the ball from your side up and over and back down, slamming it from side to side. If you're gonna do this standing or in a chair, you're gonna have that ball to your side, squat down to it, pick it up overhead, and throw it down, squat down, meet it at the ground, throw it down, alternating sides. You're making it this big rainbow arc. Now, if you have downstairs neighbors and you don't want to annoy too much, then instead of throwing the ball to the ground, just don't let go. And then from here, perform the same movement, squat down, up, quickly bring yourself down, quickly bring yourself down. Notice I'm keeping my spine neutral as I'm performing this motion. So same thing as seated. You're gonna hinge over, pick it up, overhead. Trying to maintain that wide chest and neutral spine. All right. Any questions on the rainbow slam? Are we ready to rock and roll? All right, let's do this workout. Let's give you guys some guns to show off to the beach. All right, so let's grab, or actually we don't need to grab anything. We're gonna roll over to do push-ups. I need to grab my stopwatch though. All right, let me pull that up. Stopwatch, and let's get started with those push-ups. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you maintain your elbows within 45 degrees of your body. Do not let your elbows flare up past that. That compromises your shoulder position and is no bueno in the long term. So, work good technique, lowering down and pressing up. There you go. You can always take breaks during our sets here. So if you get tired, take a little breather, shake things out a little bit, and then get right back into it. Keep it going. And again, keep your elbows within that 45 degrees. All right, you guys, keep it going. We just got a few more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Rotation planks. So come into your plank position and rotate up and rotate down. Try to stay as level as you can. Smooth, controlled movement is key here. I want you to avoid herky-jerky movement. Don't just fling yourself up off the ground. Make sure you are stable and move smoothly. This rotation plank is really good for working your core, but also key stability muscles of your shoulder blade complex. Good. Remember, you can always take breaks as needed. Shake it out a little bit. If you're feeling good, keep going. There we go. Almost there, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Next up, elbow ups. Roll onto your back. And then push your elbows into the floor. Lift your head and torso up. Take a breath at the top. Lower down. All right. And if you're feeling ambitious today, maybe add that double arm up, single arm reach. And if you're super ambitious, go for the pure single arm. Alternating sides. Oh my God. These ones are hard. Keep it up. Almost there, you guys. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Single arm overhead press. Come to sit in long sit or cross leg sit or stand up for this. Take whatever variation fits you best. And press overhead. Steady presses. Good work, you guys. Almost there. Switch sides. All right. And get back into that front rack and press. Try to maintain your forearm perpendicular to the ground. I know sometimes I'm not good at that. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbow slams. Take your towel ball. Pick it up from one side, up overhead. Throw it down. Working it on the ground in long sit or cross leg sit. And standing. Squat down to it. Pick it up to the other side. Make sure you squat down to meet the ball at the ground. You're going to do this in your chair. Hinge down to the ball. Pick it up overhead. Down. Alternate sides. And like before, if you got the downstairs neighbors and you want to keep them happy, don't let go of the ball to avoid slamming it. Just quickly throw it down, but don't let go. Good. Doing some sitting, standing, all variation. Good. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good job, you guys. Take a breather. All right. How are we doing? All right. How are all the transitions? Does anyone need any extra time? Any modifications at all to the exercises? Everything's going spectacular. All right. We're having a spectacular workout right now. We're going to keep doing a spectacular workout the entire time, and I hope you're spectacularly tired at the end of the spectacular workout. Someone just gave me a middle finger. All right. Take some breaths. Catch your breath. Get some water. We got 3 more rounds of this spectacularness. All right. So let's get ready for your push-ups. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Work those push-ups. Again, take whatever variation you need to, whether it be that full push-up position, knee push-up, hip push-up, a bolstered push-up, whatever fits you best. Keep your elbows within 45 of your body. Work on steady rhythms. Take your time, move well. Always move well before you move a lot. Keep your chest wide. Avoid letting your shoulders collapse inwards. Take breaks if you need. Breathe it out, shake things out, and get back into it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Rotation planks. All right, again, take your plank position. That works for you best. And stay steady. Plant your one arm. Rotate the other arm up towards the ceiling. Move smooth and under control. Avoid bobbing your hips up and down excessively left and right. Try to keep everything as level as possible. The smoother you can move, the better with this exercise. This is more about quality. All of them are more about quality, but this is one in particular is really emphasizing this quality over quantity. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Elbow ups. Rotate onto your back. Woo. And then let's press those elbows into the floor. Lift up. All right. Keep going. Make sure you get that full pause at the top. Breathing and then lowering down our control. If you're feeling strong, you can try that reach overhead towards the ceiling. Alternating arms. Really smoke your abdominals. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Good. Almost there, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Single arm overhead presses. Come up into your position of choice, whether that be long sit, cross leg sit, standing, seated in a chair. Take your weight and press it overhead. Work on smooth, controlled motions. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And press. Try to keep your elbow pointed forward. As best you can, keep your forearm perpendicular to the floor. Get some good presses in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Rainbow slams. Get your ball, get your pillow. Working side to side. That's it. Going from the long sit, to cross leg sit, sitting in a chair, standing. Keep it up. Keep going. Cool. It gets away from you. Go get it and resume. I got a squirrely one today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. End of round 2. All right. Round 2 is done. Who's still feeling spectacular? Ha! No one's feeling spectacular. Oh, okay, yay, just to humor me. All right, good. Catch your breath again, get some water. Slow things down. 2 more rounds. Still listen to your body. If you felt good in the first 2 rounds, but maybe in these next 2, slowing down a little bit, slow down. Maybe take a regression of the exercises. Move at the pace that your body is ready for. Take a few more nice long inhales and exhales. And let's get started in 10 seconds here. Get in your push-up position. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Push-ups. Work smooth, controlled movement. I want good reps, not lots of reps. Good reps only. So if that means if you need to pause, pause. Keep going. Steady rhythm. Keep your elbows within 45 degrees. Avoid flaring them out. Make sure you focus on good quality repetitions. You're getting tired. Don't let yourself get sloppy. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your rotation planks. Get into your plank position and let's rotate. Working your core, working your scapular stabilizers. Taking whatever variation of the plank fits you best. If you need to regress from what you were doing before, that's totally okay. As long as it allows you to still complete the motion smooth and under control. That's what I want to see. Even though I can't actually see anyone because everyone's on the ground and their cameras are pointed up. All right. Keep it going. Good job, you guys. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Flip over to your back for those elbow ups. And elbow up. Keep going, work that steady motion. Keep it up. Work at your pace. If you need to take breaks, take breaks. Make sure you can do each one really well. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single arm overhead presses. Come into your position for the overhead press. Seated or standing. Front rack and press. Keep your elbows forward. Try to keep your forearm perpendicular to the ground. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Woo. Let's go. Keep it up, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Done with those. Finish up with those rainbow slams. Grab your towel, grab your pillow. Work it side to side, whether you're on the ground or on your feet. If you're doing this in standing or in a chair, try to maintain your back in neutral. Whoop. Keep it going. Whoop. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. End of round 3. Whew. All right. If anyone is still feeling spectacular, muchos kudos to you. Whew. This is getting my heart rate up for sure. Slow things down. Get your oxygen back. Get sips of water. Cool things off a little bit. We got one more round here. Collect yourself for this last bit, and then we get to stretch. All right. Who's ready for a 4th round? All right, let's do this. Who's ready to crush it? Who's gonna crush it this 4th round? Huh? Anyone? No one's gonna crush it? Okay. Okay, we got 2 people crushing it. We got 1 person who's like dying over there. All right, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get going with those push-ups. Take whatever variation you need. Remember, you can take regressions if you need to. If you're doing them on your feet before, then you can definitely drop to your knees. If you're doing on your knees, you can drop to your hips or maybe add a bolster. Make sure you're still performing your push-ups really freaking well. Keep it up. Steady motion. Take breaks if you need. I want to see good reps only, especially on this last round. Keep it up. It is okay to take breaks. Take things out a little bit. Get your oxygen back and then get back into it. Good. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Rotation planks. Come into your plank position. And once you're there, rotate. Smooth and under control. Just like with the push-ups, you can take a regression if you need to. If you're doing them on your feet before, you can drop to your knees. If you're doing them on your knees, you can add a bolster. Make sure that number 1, you perform these rotations well. Keep things as level and smooth as possible. Almost there, you guys. Home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip over. Elbow ups. Stand in position, and then elbow up. Make sure you avoid poking your head forward as you lift. Always reset yourself at the bottom. Get a sense for what it feels like to keep your head in a neutral spine alignment and maintain that as best you can throughout the elbow up. Keep it going, you guys. Steady motion. Good quality reps. All right, home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. And 1 more round of the overhead presses. Grab your weights. Sit up, stand up tall, press overhead. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Come into the other front rack and press. Keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, rainbow slams to finish. Push everything else to the side. Grab your ball and go. Let's work it. You got more juice in the tank. Let's use it. If you don't, do what you can. Remember, good reps. Keep your spine straight as you hand your squat to the ground. Keep it up. Keep going. Almost there. We got 15 seconds left. Less than 15. 10 seconds actually. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Well, that was easy. Not. All right. Who is ready to do a 5th round? No, we're gonna stretch. We're gonna stretch at the end after this rest break. Calm down your breathing. Big inhales, slow exhales. Get some water if you have it close by you. All right. Yeah, stretch session is definitely much in need right now. We got a few more seconds on this rest break. So for the stretch session, I think everyone here is comfortable doing the stretches on the ground. So we'll do that. I will still demonstrate some seated variations if anyone's watching the replay later. All right, so let's start with our cat-cow. So for those of us who are tuning in today, we're gonna be doing this on hands and knees. And we're gonna start going into the cow. Inhaling, dropping your belly to the ground, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, reverse it. Poke your spine up towards the ceiling, look down at your belly button, and then keep flowing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. If you're doing this in sitting, whether that be on the ground or in a chair, you're going to put your hands on your knees. You're going to inhale to the cow. Look up at the ceiling, push your belly forward. Exhale into the cat. Push your spine behind you as far as you can. Look down at your belly button. And then keep flowing. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Whether that be on the ground, long sit, cross-leg sit, or in a chair. Take a couple more passes through the cat-cow. Easeful breathing. Next up is going to be a posterior cuff stretch. You're going to sit up, stand up straight, reach your right arm across your body, and take your left arm, cradle your right arm, grabbing at your right elbow, and gently pull your right arm across your body, get a stretch in the back of your shoulder, and then exhale, let it go. Gently rock in and out of that stretch like you're rocking a baby to sleep. Take a couple more passes. And switch sides. Reach your left arm across your body, take your right hand, cradle your left arm, grab at your left elbow, and gently pull your left arm across your body. Exhale, let go. Easeful passes. A couple more. Next is going to be the mermaid pose. So if you're doing this in sitting, you're going to lean over to your right, plant your right forearm onto the ground, reach with your left arm overhead, stretch, and then come over to the left side, plant your left forearm down to the ground, reach your right arm overhead, stretch, open up the lats, going side to side. If you're doing this in standing, you're going to take a wide stance, slide your right hand down your right leg as you reach your left arm overhead, and then reverse the other way, slide the left arm down the left leg, reach your right arm over your head and shout to the side. If you're doing this in a chair, you slide your arm down the side of your chair. Other arm comes over. Stretching out the sides of your ribs. Reach through those fingertips. Take a couple more passes. Next is going to be a tricep bicep flow. We're going to take your right hand, reach your right hand behind your head like you're trying to scratch your upper back. Take your left hand, add a little overpressure. And then exhale. Keep your chest square as you reach your hand behind you, stretch out your bicep. And then flow between this tricep stretch at the top and the bicep stretch at the bottom. Really work on elongating through your fingertips. Stretch out your arm for that bicep stretch. All right, and then switch sides. Take your left arm up overhead, behind your head, scratch your upper back, and then over pressure for the tricep stretch. Reach your left hand behind you, stretching through your fingertips. Flow between the tricep stretch and the bicep stretch. Keep your chest square to emphasize that bicep stretch. Take a couple more passes. And then we're going to finish with the cactus pose flow. So you're going to take your arms to the front, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, touch your palms and your elbows together in the front. This is the closed position. You go from closed to cactus, inhaling. Bring your arms out to the side, fingers point up to the ceiling, and then exhale, reach your arms over to overhead, touch your thumbs. Inhale back to cactus. Exhale to close. Inhale cactus. Exhale overhead, touch your thumbs. Inhale cactus. Exhale close. And then flow at your pace through the cactus flow pose. Get that squeeze between your shoulder blades as you come in and out of the cactus pose. Couple more passes. All right, shake things out a little bit. Roll out your shoulders, roll your neck, roll your wrists, bend and straighten your elbows, twist in your body. Whew. All right, that was an excellent workout today. Spectacular, I would say, actually. All right. How are you all feeling at the end of today's workout?
Good. Shoulders tired.
All right. That was the objective.
It worked.
What was challenging about today?
I mean, for me, it's always good challenging, but the push-ups and then the planks right afterwards, that's like a tough combo.
That was a brutal combo.
Yeah.
All right. And then what was fun about today?
Same. I like the slam balls.
Slam balls are a nice finisher. I like them. They're fun. You get some aggression.
Heart rate up.
All right. Good. Well, I hope you guys had a great workout. You're getting stronger as we go along with this. We got now 2 more workouts left of Adaptive Fit, and then I'll be taking a break for a while. Does anyone have any questions on the workout we did today? All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys Friday.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.